Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock-related queries. On this program, top market experts guide you through all the stock queries that you have in your portfolio. In case you are here for the first time, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. This is where you send me all your questions. Don't forget to mention your name, your location and your contact details. Now, what we can also do is give you an opportunity to speak live to our top market experts and get a custom-made advice for yourself on this program as well. Let me quickly welcome our guest on board. We are now joined by Mr. Gaurav Sharma. He's the Associate Vice President and Head of Research at Globe Capital. Warm welcome to you, Gaurav. Good to have you with us. It's a fresh wave of momentum that we are looking on the D Street after weeks and weeks of declines that we've seen. The three-day weekend that got into spirit with the Independence Day speech of Prime Minister talking about a GST bonanza. That's really lifted the sentiments on the D Street. We are back above 24,900, also hit 25,000 on the intraday basis today. How do you see the market sentiment going from here on?
Yes, hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me today. So, very rightly mentioned, a good start for the week, 300 points gap up. Nifty kept on mounting, 25,000 achieved once again, although trading slightly off highs as of now. But overall, the kind of picture that Mr. Modi, our Prime Minister, came up with in its Independence Day speech, slashing the GST rates and giving the country a Diwali bonanza, a pre-Diwali, celebrations have begun this early, and I think this is where the street was actually expecting some boost was required from the domestic front, and that's what we are witnessing. This move is likely to continue ahead. What we were saying that the next 2 quarters will be better than the previous ones. I think that's what will add to the momentum and going forward add to the overall growth story of India. This will have a larger impact on almost all of the broader sectors.
Yeah, let's actually now look at welcoming all our viewers who are joining in on our show to ask their queries as well. And we will start to take all your questions with Gaurav in just a bit. Maurya is here with us, Anuj, Sam is with us, Sindhu, Ankur. Warm welcome to all of you. Good to see you right in the early part of the show with all your questions. A lot of our viewers are also joining in on our WhatsApp channel as well to send us their questions. So Gaurav, let's start off by taking some questions and we can keep coming back to the macro discussion in a bit as well. Let's take first question. This one is from Anuj Singh. He says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you also, Anuj. Good to find you here on our YouTube channel. He says, मैंने कुछ शेयर्स खरीदे हुए हैं नाइका के 205 के रेट पर 501 के शेयर लिए हुए हैं और इसमें टारगेट मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूं कि आगे जाते हुए क्या हो सकता है। नाइका का शेयर फिलहाल 220 के ऊपर ट्रेड कर रहा है। इन्होंने 205 पे खरीदा है तो यानी कि इनको प्रॉफिट हो रहा है। आज भी 2% तक के आसपास की इम्प्रूवमेंट है। After a long haul, Gaurav, what we are also able to see is that fundamentals have started to see some green shoots emerge on the earnings aspect for some of these new age companies as well. नायका अभी आपको कैसा लगता है और इनके लिए क्या सलाह होगी, टारगेट क्या लेकर चल सकते हैं अभी नायका पर ये?
साक्षी, आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि न्यू एज कंपनीज के अंदर अभी एक अच्छा बाइंग देखने को मिला है। लार्जली सभी के नतीजे अच्छे आए हैं। गोइंग फॉरवर्ड ये हमें संकेत दे रहा है दैट अब इम्प्रूवमेंट इस स्पेस के अंदर दिखाई दे रहा है। नाइका इज वन अमंग दोज, बोथ ऑन द टॉप लाइन एज वेल एज बॉटम लाइन फ्रंट पे अच्छी ग्रोथ नजर आई है। और जिस तरीके से पिछले कुछ क्वार्टर्स के नतीजे इसके चलते आ रहे हैं, आई थिंक आने वाला समय अब और बेहतर ही रहेगा इसके लिए। जिस सेक्टर से ये बिलोंग करता है, फास्ट मूविंग कंज्यूमर गुड सेगमेंट है, और उस सेगमेंट के अंदर एक आउट परफॉर्मर कैटेगरी में रहा है ये। अब बात कर लें स्पेसिफिकली इसके टारगेट्स यानी लेवल्स की, तो नियर टर्म में 229 230 के टारगेट्स में देख रहा हूँ। अगर उन्होंने कोई शॉर्ट टर्म के हिसाब से पोजीशन ली है तो वो एक लेवल होगा जहां पे एटलीस्ट उन्हें पार्ट बुकिंग कंसिडर कर लेनी चाहिए। वेयर एज अगर वो थोड़ा सा लंबी अवधि का व्यू रखें तो शेयर के अंदर अच्छा खासा पोटेंशियल मुझे नजर आता है 250 के लेवल्स तक भी जाने का आने वाले 2 से 3 महीनों में।
ओके। चलिए नेक्स्ट हम क्वेश्चन लेते हैं। हमारे पास ये मोहित का लुधियाना से सवाल आया है और ये मेटल स्पेस से स्टील अथॉरिटी के ऊपर जानना चाह रहे हैं। 500 शेयर्स हैं इनके पास सेल के, 104 के भाव पर 3 साल तक के लिए ये अपना होराइजन रखना चाहते हैं स्टील अथॉरिटी पर, और आपसे गाइडेंस मांग रहे हैं व्हाट एग्जैक्टली शुड ही एक्सपेक्ट गोइंग फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम हियर। नाउ वी ऑलवेज से दैट metals are usually seen as cyclical spaces to be in. For someone who has a 3-year time horizon, sitting on profits right now because 104 is Mohit's purchase price on sale, what exactly would your advice be?
देखिए सेक्टर का चुनाव ठीक है, नथिंग टू बैड अबाउट मेटल एज सच। लेकिन यहाँ थोड़ा सा मैं उन्हें कहूँगा कि सेल के साथ साथ थोड़ा सा अपने कैपिटल को अगर मेटल स्पेस में ही रखना है, कुछ डाइवर्सिफाई कर लें, एड सम ऑफ द जिंदल स्टील एंड पावर एंड वीईडीएल टू द पोर्टफोलियो alongside with the sale. So I think that will provide him a better boost and a support.
Okay, let's take the next one then. We have a lot of questions coming in on our YouTube too. This one is from one of our viewers, Sindhu Ramdas. Sindhu says, I want to know whether I can invest in HDB financials at the current levels. One of the recently listed stocks, and it was a much hyped IPO as well, because this was the first subsidiary of HDFC Bank getting listed, and therefore there was a lot of anticipation about it. How are you looking at, just you wouldn't have too much of historical technical data, but talking about the fundamentals, strong parentage that HDB Financial boasts about. Today it's up by 3 odd percent at 781. Does it offer a good opportunity to take a fresh entry, Gaurav?
बिल्कुल it is not possible to evaluate HDB Financial on the basis of charts. Therefore, I'll refrain from commenting on the short-term outlook of the stock. But from a overall, I look at a broader picture. Parentage, the pedigree is very robust. HDFC Bank, the largest financial company in India. Uh, this the past results have been pretty much impressive. We have the data of past 1 to 2 years of results. The company is maintaining a good top line as well as a reasonable bottom line growth. We expect this entire NBFC space to actually outperform and better than the banking space in the next 2 quarters. Hence, HDB financials can be considered at current level. Also, it is available at a discounted rate from its IPO levels. Alongside this, one can also consider stocks like Shriram Finance, and looking at the housing finance space also, it looks very impressive. Aadhar and Aptus Financial Services also are pretty impressive bets.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question. Next, let's take another one. This one is from one of our viewers again, Gunjan. Gunjan says, this is a very useful show for us. Thank you so much, Gunjan, for writing in. The question is on AB Capital, Aditya Birla Capital. Gunjan has a position here, says, I have bought this stock at 270. What is the outlook? Any target that you could also suggest on AB Capital for her?
AB Capital is among the very few stocks which are trading at its lifetime highs. Today itself, it has tested a fresh high at 285, 287 odd levels. The stock is looking impressive. I'll suggest us to hold on her position. 300 should not be a long time target for this stock. 300 to 320 is what she can expect in the coming 1 to 2 months.
Okay, fair point. Let's take the next one. This one is from one of our viewers, and that is Sam Nielsen. He says, Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Sam. The question is that I want to know about Anthem Biosciences. What is your call on this one? Yes, again, one of the stocks that got successfully listed recently after its IPO, got good subscriptions as well, and the stock also catapulted higher, within the next few days of its got listed as well. What is your current outlook on Anthem Biosciences after the recent move that we have seen? Would you be careful with a fresh entry, or do you think for those having long-term view, Anthem Biosciences is a good stock to look at?
Our research team came out with a subscribe rating on this stock. I personally have not tracked it too much, so won't
Okay.
be able to comment it.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one. This one is from one of our viewers, Ankur Modi. He says, Sakshi, good afternoon to you, Ankur. The question is on BLS International and on Genus Power. What is the outlook on both these stocks, and what is the view, investing view that you can actually share here as well? So one is BLS International from the travel and tourism space, and currently trading at 371 odd levels. The other one is Genus Power.
So let's first take BLS International. We have a coverage on the stock with a buy rating. So
Okay.
we remain bullish and we suggest that the investor and the viewer should maintain his long position on the stock. From a technical chart perspective, 420 comes out to be a near-term hurdle. Once that is taken out, stock will rush up towards 500, 520 odd levels. Overall, from a financial perspective, from a business standpoint, this company is very good.
This company is very good. Okay, clearly, I have understood that as well. Next one is from one of our other viewers, and this one is Govind Bhatia. He's actually from Dubai. Hi, Govind. Good to see you asking a question again on the show and coming back. Okay, the question is on a penny stock, and that is SEPC Limited, currently trading at 11.7 odd levels, 5% higher in trade. Last 1 month has actually seen quite a bit, 11-12% of a drag. Year to date also the performance has been negative. On a last 1 year basis as well, the stock has fallen about 35% in trade. If we look at the stock's 52-week high levels, it's only 31, and currently the stock is trading near its 52-week low levels. Would you be able to suggest on SEPC what should be the strategy? Why investors look at these low valued stocks, and do they really offer a good buying upside, or one has to be really looking at way beyond whether they should be looking at these stocks at 52-week low and looking at there could be a potential upside till 30 odd levels, if that is the kind of thought process that a lot of our viewers are going with?
So, Sashi, SEBC Limited was taken over by a foreign player. Majority stake is owned by a UAE-based company,
Yeah.
and it is largely indulged in the infra-related projects. And since a Gulf owner is there, so it is able to drive a large chunk of projects from the Gulf region, UAE, Saudi, uh, uh, Iran, these kind of regions. And overall, the things look good, but the street is not actually giving that kind of a valuation to this particular stock. I think at best, as of now, it is better to avoid because it is not being able to perform. From a short term or a 6 months kind of a perspective, it is a clear avoid. From a long term perspective, I would suggest that once you start accumulating the stock, I think in a year or two time frame, the stock will again get into a better trajectory considering the kind of financials and the overall growth story is there. This company is continuously reporting its profits. Operating margins are also relatively improving. So I guess in a year or two, this company will be back on track.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question well. Let's look at the next one. This one is from Jay Shiv. Jay Shiv says it's a very helpful show for us. Thank you, Jay, for writing in. The question is on NIIT. And he says that I already have this stock in my portfolio priced at 160 odd levels. I want to know whether averaging at the current levels will make any sense on NIIT.
I think it is better to look at other mid and small cap IT firms rather than NIIT. I'll suggest him to switch to Coforge and Emphasis.
Okay, Coforge and Emphasis could be better placed within the IT pack. Look at that. If you could switch, that can probably give you better opportunities to make better profits. Sunil Kumar says, hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Sunil. The question is on Havels. He already has this stock in his portfolio, bought at 880 odd levels, wants to know a view for next 1 year. Now, of course, a lot of consumer durable plays are in focus right after the GST rationalization announcement was made by Prime Minister. A lot of brokerage houses are already penciling in that some of these items could get lower GST rates soon, and therefore the prices could also get reduced for consumers, and there could be higher sales going forward in the upcoming festive season as well. How would you look at Havels there?
A very fine example, of a thing that it was beaten down because of Lloyd due to the early monsoons and good rainfall. The summer season didn't turn out that hot this year, therefore the sales were hampered here. Now with the GST coming in, this Lloyd business will get a larger benefit, because if we look at Havells portfolio, they sell the most expensive stuff under the brand Lloyd. Therefore, a reduced GST will make their products more attractive and will add value. I think this is good time to add Havells in a portfolio.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also given you some understanding there. Let me just take another one. This one is from one of our viewers. This is Vaibhav Sharma. Vaibhav says, good afternoon ma'am and good afternoon to you Gaurav sir. मेरे पास NSDL के 1250 के लेवल्स पर शेयर हैं, अब मैं क्या करूं? Definitely this is one of the recently listed, again one of those most anticipated IPOs that we actually saw. 1250 is the level at which he has NSDL. What exactly is your outlook for next 2 months is what he wants to know.
I think he has had a very small time frame for his investment.
Yeah.
NSDL is a type of share where if you buy it now at this level, you should consider holding it for next 2 years at least, then to get a real value out of it. It has already run up too much after its listing. I'll suggest him to increase the time horizon, or maybe consider any kind of a rise to actually book the position, because 2 months it's too small for NSDA.
Okay, got that. 2 months is too small. If you could probably increase the horizon, this is a play on the stock markets and the growth in the stock markets, depository related company. So look at that way and then see if you can increase the time frame and then look at taking a fresh view on the same as well. Arihant Yogi writes in, he's another of our viewers on our YouTube channel. He says, hi Sakshi ma'am, can you please share a view on JK Tires? I have this stock in my portfolio priced at 320. I want to know whether I can continue to hold my position on this one or should I look at averaging at the current levels from JK Tires?
I won't suggest to average him here. It's better to just hold the position, taking a stop at 310. I'll ask him to average when the stock go past the 340 odd levels. This is a resistance mark. If the level manages to surpass that point, then only it will get on to a fresh buying trajectory. Otherwise, consider booking it.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one. Nitin wants to ask you about Suzlon, Gaurav. He says, I have 1000 shares of Suzlon at 69 levels. Why is the stock going down and when will it come back to these levels or go higher from here? Any suggestion on this one? We recently did see the earnings come in for the company, and we also did see that the top level management rejig is also taking place. When this news flow came in, the stock got into a volatile zone and again is seeing some cuts take place from that time. It slipped below the 60 odd levels. Even today it's down by 5 odd percent. What's the outlook on Suzlon that you can share?
Outlook is pretty much positive. I've been mentioning from quite some time now that renewable energy is a space that has to be looked upon from at least a 2 years perspective now. It is not a place to actually look at for a 3 months or a 6 months kind of horizon. The results, the March quarter results that the company posted were phenomenal, and expecting these kind of numbers to continue going forward, I think that will not be a fair point to look at the company. That is one of the reasons that the company is. This share price is witnesses some kind of profit taking alongside with some changes in the top level. Overall, I suggest to hold on to the stock. Nothing to worry about. I think the lower level, somewhere close to 50, one can even consider adding it, if at all the stock falls to that one.
Okay. Taking the next one, this one is from Vinod Chaudhary. He says, hi Sakshi, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to Gaurav as well. Can you please let me know about Northern Arc? A tech-based NBFC, and I want to know whether this stock can have a potential to give massive returns in future as well. Okay, we'll probably just look at the stock and see if Gaurav can really look at it and share with us both technicals and fundamentals on this. 2.5% higher, 237 right now. Last 6 months, the stock has moved up by about 42% odd. But in the last 1 year, there's also been a sideways to a negative momentum. 26% has been lost as well. But the stock has definitely got into momentum in the last 6 months odd. Your suggestion on Northern Arc Capital?
I think he should hold on to his position. The stock has not performed pretty well earlier, and it was hitting lower lows after its listing. But now, in the past couple of months, the stock is consolidating, and what we are seeing is some kind of buying coming in as well. Therefore, I'll suggest him to hold on. I'll advise him to take a stop at 210. 270, 280 is the immediate upside target that one should be eyeing at. And if that level is taken out, and if the viewer is having a little longer kind of an investment horizon, then the stock has potential to even test 310 odd levels in the next 6 to 8 months.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one then. This one is from our WhatsApp. Momita writes in from Kolkata. She says, "Hi Sakshi and the entire team. I want to know about Angel One. I have this stock in my portfolio at 2500. I also have Oro Pharma from the Pharma pack at 1210. What targets can I expect over the next 6 to 12 months?" All right, Momita will definitely help you out. So, from the capital market space, let's address Angel One first. Bought at 2500, currently trading at 2672. Over the next 6 to 12 months or period, how do you see the stock going forward?
Firstly, she has purchased Angel One at a very nice price point. 2500 is a fabulous price to buy this stock. It has performed exceptionally well in past year and a half. Simply rallied from 1000 to 3800 odd levels. Later on, it went into consolidation, still in a consolidation phase. But I think these are very good levels. You should just hold on these the stock, and 3200 is a level that can be seen by the year end. I'm positive on the company.
You're positive. Okay, let's look at the next one. This one is on Oro Pharma that Momita wanted to know at 1210 from the pharma space. How do you see this one?
Oro is not among the my favorite stocks at the moment. Uh, I'll suggest her to take a stop at 1000. Hold the position with that stock, and if you have some spare cash, and if you really want to invest in uh, some of the pharma companies, then look for Divislab for that matter.
Okay, got that. You've got alternatives there. I hope this has helped you out in looking at the clear stocks in your portfolio and out of it as well. Let's take the next one. Okay, this is Sheetal from Mumbai. She says, Gaurav sir, could you please give me your outlook on Prism Johnson? Again, from the cement space, the question is coming in. Cement is another basket that is seeming to be one of the key beneficiaries of the lower GST rates, because currently it attracts about 28% GST rate, and it's expected that if this also gets slashed up, there could be prices that could come down, there could be sales and volumes that could pick up for this entire space. How would you look at a Prism Johnson within that space?
See, firstly, yes, we are bullish on the cement pack on the whole. Now with this GST slash, the prices of the per bag price is likely to come down to 30 to 40 odd rupees, which is a very good number. Now talking specifically about Prism Johnson, this stock is not able to perform. Overall, it's been an underperformer both on sales as well as profit front. I'll suggest her to look at other stocks, something like a Dalmia or maybe Ultratech, Shri Cements. These kind of cement stocks will perform much better and are likely to give better returns compared to Prism.
Okay, got that. Taking the next one. And this one is from one of our viewers, and that's Rahul Singh. He says, "Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you please share a view on Lakshmi Organic? This I've bought at 183 levels. What would you suggest on this one? Lakshmi Organics. Any suggestion on this one?"
We have not started tracking the stock. I don't personally
Okay.
know much about it, so won't be able to comment.
Okay, we'll just toss it maybe to another guest of ours. So hold on with that thought there. This is one of our other viewers. Minnie says that I'm a daily viewer of daily calls. Thank you so much for writing in. The question is on Niva Bupa at the rate of 82, already holding a position there. What's the exact outlook on this one, and what suggestion would you have?
Clearly positive. The stock is likely to come up with a breakout as well above 94 levels. I'll advise him to hold on to his position. If he wishes to, little bit of diversification within this space, he can even consider an SGFC Life for that matter.
Okay, got that. Let me also look at some of the other questions coming in. Okay, so this one is from one of our other viewers who wants to know about flare writing. One of our viewers on our YouTube says, I've bought this stock at 320 levels. What's the outlook that you can share? Another one that got recently listed, about 6 months, a year back, and therefore the outlook on this stationery maker, flare writing.
I've been tracking DOMS of late.
Okay.
Performance has been fine. As far as Flair specifically is concerned, completely trading in a sideways manner for from over a year now. I think a break above 320 is pretty much warranted for a sustainable up move. Till that happens, the stock will continue to trade in this range of 240 to 310, 320, 340 odd levels. So I think one should wait or consider shifting to ROMs.
Okay, got that. Next, we have Nena writing in from Delhi. Nena says, Hi, I want to know about shares of Maruti which have jumped by 8 to 9% on the GST news. So, is it good time to buy car stocks like Maruti? Good question there, Nena. And thanks for writing in. Yes, autos have also been seen as a big beneficiary. There is a big expectation that from 28% current GST, the rates could go down to even 18% for these auto companies, and that could clearly lead to a boost in consumption for the auto companies, both passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, and even the two-wheelers alike as well. And therefore, you see the auto index itself jump by about 4.5% today, and all across the board, we are seeing a lot of momentum in these auto stocks. Let me ask Gaurav your view on the auto stocks from here on. This has been one space that has been really lying low for a long period of time, 1.5, 2 years time frame. There have been only headwinds that this space has been facing. Finally, some domestic good news coming in for this sector. How would you play it?
Yes, actually, auto is the order of the day, trading 4% higher, the best performing sector in the day so far. And Maruti, when she speaks about, I think will be the one among the largest beneficiaries of this GST news because it drives a larger chunk of its revenue and business from smaller segment cars, and they will be most benefited. There are a lot of news running in that the 1.2 and the lower segment will mostly be benefited from the GST cut, and I think that's where Maruti is the leader. That's the reason why Maruti and Hyundai, both these stocks are trading, I think, 8 to 9% higher in trade today. Uh, Little skeptical on whether to take a call at this moment or not. But from a longer term perspective, yes, I'm very much positive on Maruti. This will give a pretty good boost alongside with the 8 pay commission, which is likely to be in place earlier next year. Will also provide an added advantage, direct advantage to it. Lower interest rates are again a direct advantage to the smaller car making companies. Therefore, I am pretty much positive on Maruti.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out in taking a clear view there. Next one is again from one of our viewers on cement space again. Tanmay Dave says, Good afternoon. Can I please get an advice on ACC? I also need a short term view, both entry and exit levels, if you could share on this one. So, if somebody is just want to be playing this GST theme or GST led news flow only for a short term horizon for trading bet on ACC, how would you advise?
I mean, yes, one can take a bet around these levels because the stock is clearly trading at its lows. It's been, I think, almost thrice that the stock has bounced back from these levels only. So yes, a stop below 19. Sorry. stop below 1800 and one can take a long position. Nothing to lose as such, and the entire way is upside, open. 2000 is the immediate upside level. Once that is taken out, 2100 is seen. So I think yes, a bet can be taken. The profit to loss ratio is pretty attractive.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one. This one is from one of our other viewers on our YouTube, and this is from. Okay, we have a similar question, so let's toss to some of our WhatsApp related questions that we're getting. The last one that we can take with Gaurav, and this one is from Sri Hari Krishna from Hyderabad. He says, I want to know about two stocks. One is Kalyan Jewelers from the gems and jewelry space, and the other one is from the PSU space, NBCC. What's your outlook on both these stocks? Are these good stocks to hold in the portfolio? What could be the current levels that one can look at?
Firstly, yes, both of them are good stocks to hold in the portfolio. Kalyan is getting really aggressive, and
Okay.
what we get a sense from the management commentary is that they will be opening a lot of stores going forward. They are investing too much. Capex expansion is also there. So yes, in the next coming 1 to 2 months, some bit of laggards, some bit of low performance can be seen, but from a 1 to 2 years kind of a perspective, Kalyan can be considered. The only problem that I see in the gems and jewelry space is the export business. That could be impacted, but I think from a 1 to 2 years perspective, that can also be taken care of. Now, coming on to NBFC, this stock is available at a very, very good rate price point as of now, trading just at the, from the support zone of its 200 period exponential moving average. I think this is the point where one should start accumulating the stock. At least 50% of the amount can be parked in the stock as of now, and remaining can be parked when the stock go passes 115 levels.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also given you some understanding there. Next, we have this question coming in from one of our viewers, Maurya. He's from Bengaluru. He says, can you please share an outlook on Indigo for August series? I have a 6100 call option at 42.
I think he should hold on to his position. It is a in the money position. The stock is trading at 6160 in futures. So he should hold on to his position. Just take a closing stop at 6,000. And I think a level close to 6,300, 6,350 is pretty much possible in this series itself.
Okay, Gaurav. Well, we'll thank you then, Gaurav, on that note for addressing all the queries of our viewers patiently, helping them out with a clear understanding of how is to be, how these stocks are to be dealt with in the current market scenario, which is one way has been, getting these good news from the domestic market. But at the other end, we still have an overhang of the global uncertainty that looms large. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time
Thank you
with
so
us
much.
on the
It was a
program.
pleasure.
All right, markets are right now still holding up, although we have slipped tad bit below that 24,900 odd mark. We are still about 255 points higher in trade. Still a lot of sectors that are buzzing, especially led by the GST-led good news that's coming. But if you look at the Nifty, we came down to the day's lowest point and we are seeing slight bounce from there. Let me now welcome on board another guest who will be addressing all your queries now, Mr. Nilesh Jain, Head and Vice President of Technicals and Derivatives Research at Centrum, is now joining in on the program with us. Warm welcome to Nilesh. Good to have you with us on the program. First up, a quick take on the markets. How are you looking at the Nifty? Do you think this bounce will be carried on or this will be used for profit booking? Because yes, the good news of GST has definitely come in, but we still have, like I said, the tariff tantrum that looms large. We still don't have any clarity on whether on 27th of August India will be imposed with an additional 25% tariff, or will there be any breakthrough in the talks. So that continues to loom large. So what is the ideal way to trade the markets?
Very good afternoon, Sakshi. Absolutely, sir. Today we have seen a big gap up opening,
Yes.
and Nifty has also given a much awaited breakout from the levels of 24,750. And not only that, it also crosses short term 21-day moving average as well. Now, on the upside, it did manage to test 25,000 mark, but that is acting as immediate hurdle. Reason being a psychological resistance at 25,000, as well as 50-day moving average is also exactly placed at 25,000. So we are likely to witness some bit of profit taking to continue, since Nifty is currently at a crucial juncture of 25,000. It is likely to be a difficult level to break on immediate basis. So we need a decisive breakout of 25,000 to call it as a short-term bottom formation. But whatever pullback we have seen so far should be taken as a full kind of a pullback move only, and it should be used as a profit-taking opportunity, because as I was listening to you, the major uncertainty on the global front is still persist. So caution is advised at the high levels, and till the time it doesn't cross 25,000 level on immediate basis, there could be possibility of some bit of profit taking, and Nifty is likely to consolidate in the range of 25,700 to 24,700 to 25,000. So that's the 300 point trading range as of now for the Nifty. And even if you look at the derivative data, 25,000 is the strike where we have seen huge amount of call writing. So call writers also active at 25,000. So breakout above 25,000 is very much important to call it as a short-term bottom. But as of now, these are the good levels to keep booking profit at the high levels.
Okay, got that. I'll just take another one as well, and this one is from one of our viewers. Then we have these questions coming in for you, Nilesh. Then this one is from Nikhil Agarwal. He wants to know about SRM contractors bought at 478. What is the view on this one that you can share? Is this a stock that could be held on for some more time? Should one have a trading strategy in place otherwise?
See, purely if bought it from a trading perspective, then 478 is a good entry point. That should be the trailing stop loss as of now. And one should wait for further momentum to continue towards 520, 525. These are the levels can be seen on the upside. But in order to protect the capital, it is better to keep a trailing stop loss, which is currently coming somewhere around 480 levels. So that should be your stop loss, and a break above 500 will open upside towards 550 to 520. So good to hold from a trading perspective, looks positive.
Got it. Let's take the next one. This one is from our WhatsApp viewers again. A lot of them are writing in. This one is that we've got is from Akhilesh. He's from Lucknow. He says, "Hi Sakshi, how are you?" And "Hi Nilesh sir. I want to ask you about pre-call, a stock where we are actually looking at where the FIIs have been increasing their stake. But I want to know why the stock has been consistently falling. I have 50 shares in my portfolio bought at 452. Could you explain on the technical charts what does the falling pattern suggest to you? And is there a reversal in sight at all, Nilesh?
Right, Sakshi. So if you just pull up last 6 month chart, you can clearly see there is a constant supply that is coming in near about 470, 480 levels. So that is acting as a stiff resistance for this particular counter. We are likely to witness, this is a time-wise correction what we are witnessing as of now, and it may extend further. So we need a breakout above 480 to call it as a short-term bottom formation. But as of now, at current level, the risk and reward is still looking favorable. It is trading at the lower end of the support zone. So there could be possibility of a pullback move to continue towards 460, 470 or 480 levels on the upside. So stay put in this particular counter, keeping a stop loss below 420. High possibility of stock moving towards 460 to 480 levels in the near term.
Okay. Let me take another one, and this one is from another of our viewers on our WhatsApp again. This one is from Lavisha from Punjab. She wants to know about two stocks, and between these stocks she's confused. She wants to take a fresh entry in either of these stocks. One is from the oil and gas space, and that is IOC, and the other one is from the metal space, Vedanta. Wants to know which one will be a better trading pick and what will be a good entry point.
See, from investment perspective, I think both the stocks are on a positive side. Look strong from a positional perspective, not from a trading point of view, because from a trading perspective, IOC is witnessing some bit of selling pressure at the high level. So we are likely to witness this bit of consolidation to continue in the near term. But from a longer term perspective, it has a very good dividend yield, and it can give a decent return of 15 to 20% CAGR as well. So looks good to accumulate buy in multiple tranches or buy in a staggered manner. Your time horizon should be more than 1 year. Then yes, IOC can be added. And apart from that, metal sector is in a good momentum. So if you want to play from next 6 to 8 months perspective, I think Vedanta will be a better option. So overall metal space, we are a little bit having a positive view from a near-term perspective, and Vedanta has a very strong support near about 400. So this particular counter can be played for 480, 500 kind of levels from a near-term perspective.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also helped you out. Let's take another one. Again, we have some questions that are coming in on our YouTube again. This one is from Saurabh Goyal. Saurabh says, I want to know about Morpen Laboratories. I bought this stock at 65.5. Can I average, and at what level should I look at averaging this stock in my portfolio?
See, the stock is in a downtrend. Whatever pullback in between we are getting is getting sold into. Structure wise, we see further downward move to continue. Furthermore, weakness can be seen from a short term perspective. It has a very important support at 40. So if at all it falls in the range of 44, 43, that can be a good entry point in terms of averaging your position. Otherwise, I would advise to average in this particular stock. We have better options available within the pharma and laboratory space. But as of now, if you have already bought it, then keep a trailing stop loss now at 42. So if it breaks below 42, then we can expect further downtick towards 35 as well. So 42 should be your trailing stop loss, and whatever pullback you get in the range of 55 to 60, that can be used to exit your long position.
Got it. Okay, let's take the next one. This one is from Abhishek, wants to know about GMDC. 600 shares is what he has got, of GMDC at 439. He wants to know a swing target as well as a stop loss on this stock. How would you advise him on GMDC?
See, first of all, keep a stop loss at 416, and looks like bought it from a swing trading perspective. From a trading point of view, I think it has a potential to test 450 to 460 levels on the upside. So 450, 460 levels can be seen from a very short term perspective. But if you look at the positional structure, the broader structure, the stock has formed a good base formation. Looks like it is heading towards a new record high of 500 plus in the near term. So if somebody can wait for some more time, let's say 6 to 8 months kind of time horizon, if somebody is having, then I think it has a potential to cross a new record high of 500 levels as well. If somebody is looking from a position perspective, then stop loss is coming somewhere around 400. So structure looks strong, both from a short term perspective as well as from a positional perspective.
Okay, let's take the next one. This one is from Aarti Jain. Aarti says, hi Sakshi and hi Nilesh sir. I have 780 shares of BHEL in my portfolio, bought at 291. I can actually hold on for long term, so I want to just understand whether I'm holding on with the right price and the strategy. What exactly should that be?
If bought it purely from an investment perspective, then yes, looks good from 1 to 2 year perspective. Purely from a trading perspective, looks like there could be possibility of another leg on the lower side, which will take this counter to us 210 to 200 as well. So short-term weakness looks likely in this particular stock, but from position perspective, if at all it dips towards 190 to 200 zone, one can average, because the previous long position seems like initiated somewhere around 290, and that price was seen around a year back. So he's already holding this position from past 1 year. I think if you can wait for another year, then this stock may witness a pullback move towards 280, 290 or maybe 300 kind of levels. But as of now, looks slightly on a weaker side from a short-term perspective. So avoid averaging at current level, wait for a entry point in the range of 190 to 200.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one. This one is also from one of our viewers, and this one is from our WhatsApp channel that we've got, Rajiv Nain. He's from Bangalore. Hi Rajiv, nice to have you on the program. He wants to know about two stocks. One is Star Health and the other one is Varun Beverages. The question is he wants to invest at the current price, and is it the right time for buying these both stocks? How would you advise on it, especially keeping in mind that both these stocks could also be beneficiaries of the GST rate cut that everybody is talking about as well, because insurance is one space that could see a cut, and we're also looking at the FMCG stocks that could see some kind of a reduction as well. So Varun Beverages, Star Health.
Right, Sakshi. So you rightly pointed out. So within insurance pack, Star Health could be a good beneficiary because technically as well, we have seen a good breakout today. The stock reclaimed its long-term, short-term, all the moving averages. The long-term moving average of 200 DMA, which is currently placed at 430. So with a stop loss below 430, long position can be initiated in Star Health for a momentum play towards 480 to 500. On the other hand, VPL, I think if you want to play the FMCG space as a whole, then HUL would be a better option. You have Britannia, you have Dabur, so you have better options available. VPL is not a right choice because the structure is not looking that promising. The counter is facing a constant resistance at 520 levels. So I would rather wait for a breakout above 520. Then possibilities are very high that stock may move towards 550 to 600 as well. But for that, it needs to cross 520 levels on the upside. It's an avoid at current level.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one then. This one is from one of our viewers again, Sachin Patil. He says, sir, can you please share a view on KPI Green? What is your view there?
See, KPI Green, this particular counter is again witnessing a bit of a consolidation. 560 is the resistance, 500 is the support. Currently, it is near its support zone, so the risk and reward looks favorable for the long position. But purely from a short-term perspective, it can be played for 550, 580 levels on the upside. Stop loss should be placed below 500. A trading bet can be initiated, keeping a stop loss below 500.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out in getting a clear understanding there. Let me just take a few more questions on our WhatsApp that are coming in. And Shravana Kumar from Bangalore writes in, says, good afternoon, I've purchased NHPC shares, bought at 85.3 levels. What is your outlook on 2 months? So extremely short-term view here from the power space on NHPC. Would you advise to hold on or would you advise to exit from the position? 85 is the purchase level.
At present, there is no clear trend in this particular stock. And in fact, if you pull up last 1 year chart, you can clearly see the stock is not able to cross 88, 90 levels on the upside. At the same time, it has found a good support at 70 levels as well. From a very short term perspective, the important support is coming somewhere around 78 to 79. So, first of all, keep a stop loss below 79 for the long position. And if you want to hold your long position, then 79 should be the stop loss. Ideal strategy should be to exit on a pullback. If at all you see the levels of 86, 88, these are the levels when one should exit from the longs because the structure is not indicating any sort of strong momentum in the near term. Within this space, in fact, if you see the broader power and energy space, that is going through some bit of consolidation in the near term. So, not very optimistic in this particular space. NSPC exit on pullback should be the strategy.
Okay, got that. Let's take another one. This one is from again one of our WhatsApp viewers. This one we'll take as the last question then on the channel today, on the show today. In fact, let's take this one. This one is from Vivek from Kerala. He says, good afternoon to you, Sakshi and Nilesh sir. Hope you're doing well. We are very well, Vivek. Thanks a lot for asking. He says, I need to get an entry and exit level for Trans Rail. I have a 1 to 2 year time horizon, but I would want to know what exactly should be my strategy on Trans Rail. Trans Rail Lighting currently is trading at 803 levels. What would you say on this one?
It's a listing. It's a recent listing. In fact, with a limited data of 8 to 10 months I have, but whatever data is available is clearly showing that the stock is in a very strong uptrend. And at present, it is trading near its all-time high level, so it's not advisable to chase at high levels. The risk and reward is not favorable. So ideally, the entry point could be 750 to 700 zone. So that's the broader range. The other strategy could be to buy in multiple tranches. First tranche can be bought at present level. If you see further dip towards 750, and if you see further dip towards 700, so these are the levels where you can keep on adding your position, because the structure looks strong, and from a position perspective, 6 to 8 months kind of time frame, quite possible the stock may test the levels of 1000 as well. So buy and decline should be the strategy. Buying multiple tranches, ideal buying range should be 700 to 750.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. All right then, Nilesh, thank you so much for taking up all these questions of our viewers, helping them out with a clear strategy on all their questions as well. And thanks to all our viewers for consistently sending all your questions. We hope that our guests are able to really advise you on the right path when it comes to your investment journey, and you're able to follow that and make the best of the benefits of the expert advice that you get on daily calls as well. Thank you so much for joining in. 24,900 is back with us. Let's see how this pans out over the next 2.5 hours of trade. Stay tuned with us on Business Today Television.
विकसित भारत का आधार भी है।